Yo, what's going on, guys? Dan the man from Insanity Family coming live right here. I'm about to bring you a review for WWE Sunmerslam 2013. It went down on Sunday, August 18th in Los Angeles, the third consecutive year that SummerSlam has been hosted in the great city of Los Angeles. LA, baby. Alright, man. So I absolutely was in love when Kane and the Wyatt family when bumping heads in the Ring of Fire match. This whole time I thought it was going to be, the Inferno match. And, technically, they just, Ring of Fire is kind of different. Practically, the whole ring will be surrounded by fire, but you win by pinfall or submission. Inferno match, the concept of that is to make sure that your opponent gets set on fire. The last Infernal match I remember was between Kane and MVP over at Armageddon a few years ago, and that was a pretty wild night too. But let's focus on SummerSlam. All right, so check this out. It was like Cody Rhodes versus I was gonna say Ted DiBiase. No. Cody Rhodes versus Damion Sandow. Okay, this match, I didn't expect much from this match, but I was actually quite entertained. If you paid attention and stayed focused, you realize that this mid-card, or, beginning of the mid-card, is going to be the future of the WWE, because, they went back and forth. They were quite fast-paced, so I'm a tiny bit of reminiscence of, when you'd watch TNA and they just go, tiny bit of that. That wasn't fully about it, but it just like you're impressed with both superstars because they gave their all, and then you also remember the storyline driven behind it. They used to be best friends, and then the man threw the thing in the water, and now they're going scrap. So I just honestly thought it was actually a good match, and good job to Cody Rhodes for picking up the win. I do like darker gimmicks, so like every time that Damion Sandow goes, "Go back to your family of circus folks," it pisses me off, and I'm like on Cody Rhodes' side now because I like gold dust. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. What else happened? Okay, there was like a women's match between Natalya and one of the Bella twins. Yes, and you know what? Natalya picked up the win. She hit the sharpshooter. I tripped out when her entrance theme came on because I was like, "Yo, was Bret Hart here?" But no, it was just Natalya's entrance music. Because Bret Hart is her uncle, so just gotta represent. Match was not that bad. And then later they also interpreted another diva into the pay-per-view by having a mixed tag team match with AJ Lee and BigE versus Natalie, I believe. What's her? Kaytlyn. Gosh, all these women. Yeah, versus Kaytlyn and Dolph Ziggler. So practically, Ziggy and Kaytlyn pick up the win. Because he hit the zigzag on BigE. I kind of wanted AJ to win the match. I like psycho chicks, but whatever. Okay. Now, before we carry on, I just wanted to say that yes, I'm rocking the CM Punk shirt, but I was gonna be rocking my Jack Swagger shirt, but I wore it last night, and what happened? I woke up this morning and it was all sweaty, so I'm like, the next best shirt to rock, I guess CM Punk shirt. It's comfy, you know what I mean? Plus, We the People was not, they were not in the pay-per-view, which upset me. But, the pay-per-view was wickedly rapid overall. Before I even continue, honestly, I'm just going to tell you right now, I gave it 9 out of 10. It would have got a 10 out of 10, but it got 9 out of 10. One of the best SummerSlams I've seen in a long time. Reason that I got 9 out of 10 is because Alberto Del Rio won his match against Christian. I was hoping, I was like, I was hoping that Christian won. I was like, yes, you know, he's gonna win one for Toronto. You know, he's gonna fucking defeat Alberto Del Rio, and no, man. Alberto pulled off the victory. And I was upset. Anything else that happened at SummerSlam, man? Check this out. You had John Cena versus DBryan, the match everyone was waiting for. Okay, so I was rooting for Cena all the way. So practically, you know, this match was impressive. I see Cena do some moves that he didn't, you know, he does not necessarily do in his everyday move status. He did a power bomb. He did like a crazy ass suplex. He just, you know, he really put up a fight, and it was so entertaining. So, you know, him and DBryan, sure, those slow paces was when they was doing the submissions, and good job to Cena for fighting out as many submissions as possible, because DBryan, honestly, for like good 5 minutes there, had him in like 5 different submissions. Like every time he broke the hold of one, he would just be jumped right into another one. It was insane. So as the match rolled on, I noticed that Cena was getting pretty beat up. And I was like, you know what? I'm a Cena fan, but I don't want him to win, because I have a weird feeling if he does, Randy Orton's going to come out, take advantage of that situation. So it's okay if DBryan wins, because he looks like he can keep going. And, you know, Randy Orton, if he does pull the Money in the Bank, you know, it'll be a fun match to watch. Eventually, DBryan picks up the win, WWE Championship, ding, ding, ding. So, I'm sitting there watching now. Okay, there's all these fireworks to go off, all this confetti that drops. It was pretty cool. All of a sudden, Orton comes out. I'm like, yes, yes. You know, and then I did not see the Triple H turn coming, but he pulled off the pedigree. Orton comes in 1, 2, 3. We have a new WWE champion. That's one of the shortest title reigns I think I've ever seen. You know, it practically lasted all of maybe like 5 or 7 minutes. You know, but now it's an Orton heel turn, Triple H heel turn, and DBryan, he's obviously number 1 contender, and so is Cena. So this is going to be interesting to how it goes down at the next pay-per-view, Night of Champions. Am I missing anything, guys? Oh yes, the Best versus the Beast. This match, at last minute, became a no disqualification match, which practically made it look like a no holds barred match. You know, Punk got, you know, thrown into the announce table at one point. So, and then the top piece of the announce table was picked up, put on Punk's back, and then Brock Lesnar stood on it and like jumped with both feet and cracked it across his back. I was super disappointed with the Spanish announce table not being broken at this event. Like, come on, man, it's like it's one of the big 4, and you did not. I'm telling you, did not break the Spanish announce table. Why not? If it was broken and I did not notice, someone tell me. You know, it was pretty chaotic. You know, they went back and forth with an enormous amount of chair shots and stuff. My favorite moment was like Brock was gonna set CM Punk up for the M5, and Punk was grabbing the tie of Paul Heyman because he was standing on the apron. So it was funny. It was like M5 him, and like Heyman will get choked. So it's like, Brock Lesnar, no, don't do it, Brock, no. It was so funny. You know, Brock Lesnar, yes, he did win, but the match was so competitive, so like up there, it was awesome that like you know, I'm not that big of a Brock Lesnar fan, you know, so I didn't really care who won. It was just an all-out war, a scrap, and I really appreciated the fact that you know, it was that it was, they gave it their all, and even Paul Heyman got involved, and like CM Punk got his redemption. You know, he like boom socked Paul Heyman right between the eyes, you know, and then locked him in the Anaconda vice grip for like 30 seconds, and then I think that's what kind of cost him the match, because then Brock Lesnar took the chair and went poof, 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 M5, you know what I mean? Like, But it was a sick pay-per-view. Oh, and he M5'd them right on top, like right on top of the chair too. And there was some blood in that match. So I think we've covered everything. Let's just go over this, like the Kane and Wyatt, the Divas match, the mixed gender match, the missing anything, man, or Best versus Beast championship match, next championship match, Money in the Bank was cashed in, and then Cody Rhodes and thing. Yeah, so that's practically the whole card. Reorder the pay-per-view if you have not seen it. It's so awesome. I totally think you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of your summer, because this is the first time I've been to a movie theater where, like, honestly, it was sold out. Like, I have not seen WWE pay-per-view sold out in a long time at the movie theater, so it was pretty dope. Go watch it, enjoy it. Peace out, much clown love, whoop whoop. Insanity family, Dan the Man here, out this piece.